We have Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi coming in. He is going to take on Javokhir Sindarov. This is the fight for the 5th to 8th place at the FIDE Freestyle World Championships 2026. And there you have Javokhir coming in with his green jacket, Arjun in his blue jacket here. Let's try and look at the position and try to see what's happening. So we have a knight on a1, a rook on b1, bishops, then the queen, knight, rook, king and rook. Well, you can push your central pawns forward. You can also try to bring your knight in. Remember, every pawn that is backed by a rook can be worth pushing. So h4, h5 is definitely a possibility. Even b4 or knight coming out to b3. You may want to go to e4 to open up the bishop and the queen. Also d4, which opens up this bishop and the queen. So many different possibilities do lie in this position. The question is, what should be the move that Sindarov would like to play? The players have sat down there. Every single minute that they can get with this position is worth its weight in gold, because they would want to play it accurately. But now it's time for us to begin the game, and the players shake hands. The clock starts. It's 25 minutes plus 10 seconds increment. 2 draws have been made in this matchup in games 1 and 2. So this is the third game. Pawn to d4 by Javokhir. He opens up the queen and the bishop here. Arjun pushes forward with e5. His point is, if you take, he'll take it. Whoa, queen e5. Queen a5, immediately double attack. Pawn to d6, defense, takes. Arjun takes pawn, and will Javokhir go and snatch the pawn there on a7? Yes, he does. The rook is kind of trapped, but you have knight d7. Whoa, knight b6 played. He's giving up the rook here on b8. Javokhir takes it, but Arjun now traps the queen. Threat is knight d7, and look at this. The queen is trapped there. Whoa, what a mating idea. I mean, what a mate to the queen actually. Bishop g5 played. Brilliant move. Because if you now play knight d7, I sack here and then I take. So I would have more than enough material. But he goes and takes the bishop. And now queen takes c7 taken to get the queen out. Arjun is currently an exchange down. He has 4 minor pieces. White has 3, but the rook is hanging. Rook c1. What a move. Because the rook was trapped. So he's giving up this way. So he takes and knight b3. And now he's attacking this bishop and these 2 pieces are hanging. Right now white is a piece down. But the piece will be recovered. Takes, bishop h6 played. And now queen takes b6 taken. Goes queen to b1, attacking the bishop here on d1. It's also kind of trapped. This game is beautifully showing what freestyle chess is all about. This is just like chess on steroids. This is hanging now. So if you take the bishop, I'll take your bishop. Arjun now plays queen takes d1. He takes on c8. b7 is hanging. Queen takes e2 taken. So the material is even. If you take on b7, black will take on c2. Whichever side gets to castle first would be very happy. But Sindarov says, I don't need to castle. My king is safe. I can get my rook out from this way. That's a very smart plan. Arjun goes g6. He's definitely uncomfortable here, but he's going king g7, knight e5, knight e6 next, getting the rook in. Knight comes out to g3. And Arjun gives a check. If you go king h2, can I take the pawn here? He does go. Well, queen f2, the problem is rook f1 and there's pressure down the f file. So maybe taking this pawn is not so easy. Queen comes to b4, rook d1. And now the h4 pawn is hanging. So king comes up to g7 and now maybe rook d8, replace it, and look at the possibilities for Arjun now. Queen takes h4 check, king goes to g1 and there's this very cool move bishop e3. If you take here, queen takes g3 is hanging, otherwise I'm anyway threatening queen takes g3 because of the pin here. He finds it. Beautiful move. Beautiful move, bishop e3. And now Sindarov in big trouble here because queen takes g3 hanging. He goes back to h1. That's not a move you make happily. Now bishop b6 attacking the rook. Will Arjun find this move? Bishop to b6 is the question. Plays it. Wow. Rook e8 played. And a good move is queen to b4. Very powerful move. Because queen b4, you keep, like, let's say for example, you can't take this pawn because of bishop f2 and you lose the queen. And if you play rook e5, there's knight d7 attacking the queen, and here he goes queen e4. Doesn't go to b4. And now the queen is well placed. Check could be an idea. c2 is under pressure. He's defended b7. So all is looking good. Goes king f1. That's a mistake. Because of queen d5. Threatening mate in 1. And will Arjun find this move? Because with queen d5, you not only defend this pawn, you defend this. Well, he goes directly h5, which is also a nice move. White unfortunately does not have counterplay. That's the problem. The knights are doing nothing on these squares. So he plays rook e7. He's trying to create something, but hey, there's a double attack. Queen e7 attacks the rook and the knight. Queen h4, sorry. Does that work? Queen h4. If queen takes b7 here, then I can take on h1 with a check. He goes knight h7, but this allows queen e6. And all of a sudden, attack on f7 and b6 is hanging. Has Arjun seen it? He goes queen b7, offering a trade of queens. But queen c4 check, king g1. And now a very powerful move, rook d8. Because threatening check, king h2 and checkmate. That's the plan. And Arjun going for the rook, finds it. Rook d8 found. And you can see f7 is protected by the queen. b6 is not possible to capture. Sindarov is now losing this game. He goes rook d7, trying to block the d file. And Arjun takes, queen takes, and now can pick up the c2 pawn. He takes, queen to b5. Check here, king h2, and the bishop comes back to c7. Queen to c4. And he brings his bishop up. The white king is going to get mated now. Knight to c5, but e4 check. Does that work? He goes knight f6. Another good move. Threatening a check. And you will see that this knight is terribly positioned. Goes knight e4, check, king g3. And bishop comes back to e7, saving the bishop. The knight cannot be defended. Sindarov resigns. Arjun wins what was an insane game of freestyle chess. One of the best games you will see out there, and you can see both the players were playing so well with so many different ideas, and they would love to discuss it now, what they were doing. And you can see them analyzing. They sat down there for like several minutes looking at stuff together. And kudos to Javokhir for going for this queen a5 idea, and for Arjun, who played so well in that position, just finding all the resources. Just absolutely incredible play by both the players.